Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. As you can see from the title of this video, I want to talk about Melody's Mimosas with Melody event being so symbolic of what is to come in her very near future, in my opinion. And of course, we're going to go through, more lovely photos of the event as I talk about my opinions and why I feel like this is definitely symbolic of Melody entering spaces and really collaborating with some amazing people also, and just being in a space that Carlos, in my opinion, wishes that he could be in. Now, before we get into the deets, I ask that you all please hit the like button on this video, or even if you were to hit the dislike button, either one of those work the same, meaning that YouTube will recommend this video to more people who enjoy discussing the various topics surrounding love and marriage Huntsville, as well as people who love to be inspired by the lovely Melody Cherie. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you. And certainly everything that I'll be saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on some of the clips from Claudia's IG page from the event are allowed. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. So now I got these visuals from the Side Chick Awards Instagram page, Melody's own IG, as well as Claudia Jordan. We see another lovely photo between U.S. Senate candidate Hill Harper and Miss Van. And so I just think that it was so generous and warm of Melody Cherie to support Hill Harper in such a major way. I thought that that was great. And then we see Claudia Jordan at the Step and Repeat posing at Mimosas with Melody. She was the MC of the event. She looked lovely. And I know that she did awesome. She truly enjoyed the event. She said in one of her photos on her IG in the caption, she tagged Melody. She said that the event was top notch. I'm humbled and honored that you would even choose me to be a part of it. And she said, and I love you. And she said, Melody, you're a girl's girl. She said, and this was the type of vibes that's me. And, in my opinion, I think that it says a lot that Claudia would publicly express affection towards anyone. She seems like she's more stoic and private. So it really speaks to her having that comfort level with Melody that she would even say publicly in front of all of us, I love you. And Melody returned that affection, love you, friend, and thank you for emceeing. You did that. Melody affirmed her. And, I do think that Claudia Jordan gets a bad rap. I think that in turn, people may not always think about how she's been treated mean. So I think for her to publicly say, I love you to another woman, I think that it speaks to her comfort level with Melody. And I think that that's great. That type of friendship and positive interaction is not just a good friendship, but it's healing from all of the negative people that you had to interact with, right? So I'm really glad that Melody and Claudia's paths have crossed. Then this is another visual of the lovely Queen Sheba on stage with Melody Cherie during their exclusive interview. I just love Queen Sheba. It is something about, it's like a perfect combination of her jokes and her reads and the way that she also connects to like the human experience. Like she doesn't even have to ask if you've been through something. She already knows the answer, but she gets people to open up in her chat. I remember like not too long ago on one of her Saturday shows, I said what I said. We were discussing Nene and Portia, their text exchange over the Upshaws on Netflix. And Queen Sheba said, everyone, say it. Have you ever had like a problematic Black female coworker? And we all were like, yes. But I was like, wow, this is such a space where we can just be straight up and no one is attacking each other and we can just talk freely. And I just love that. So I feel like that's a gift that Queen Sheba has. And these are some lovely photos of Melody Cherie. She said on her Instagram that she is in her black and white season. Freddie O, who is a famed photographer throughout Atlanta, he captured these photos of her. I love her black and white season because it teaches me to be clear and direct. If as long as you ain't hurting nobody, you ain't putting your hands on them, you are being clear. No, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to do that. I don't want to say that. Be clear and be direct. It doesn't make you an a-hole. It doesn't make you mean. It makes you clear and direct. You know what you want and you're expressing it. So I'm so glad she's in her black and white season because it puts me in a black and white season. So I love that. God definitely uses Melody. She is up and down 100% a vessel. Then we see another photo with Claudia Jordan, Hill Harper, and Melody Cherie. And she said, Mimosas with Melody, Part 4, A Time for Change. And we see another photo with Melody and her family members, including the lovely Miss Van. I'll always respect and admire Miss Van because she gave me an interview when she did not have to, and I just enjoyed the conversation. And I'll always say it. I felt like in that moment in time we had a connection. She understood me and my dating experience. And she didn't judge, she just listened, and then she gave her feedback. It was a conversation. And then Melody in the middle photo, she's looking up. She said she's always looking up at God because that is where he is taking her. And then we have Melody at the step and repeat, the Mimosas with Melody. Again, I love the pink and black color combo. That is always bad. The pink and black, it can be both elegant and it can be, like fierce. I just love it. And then this was part of the stage, the Mimosas with Melody and the floral arrangements. That is a part of the stage. And then she took a picture in the ballroom. She says, Biltmore Ballrooms, Atlanta, Mimosas with Melody Part 4, no gray area in my life. And again, you see the color combination of pink and black with the black tablecloths and the pink floral arrangements. It was absolutely beautiful. And she says that it is Black excellence. So that was another wide shot of the ballroom once the people arrived. And then we see when Melody presented Drew Sidora with the Woman on the Rise Award and a picture with Miss Shanita. I want to go over some points about my opinions with Carlos King, and then I'm going to show you all some audio clips from Claudia's Instagram page. So, we're seeing Melody in the Atlanta and Housewife Spaces that Carlos, in my opinion, wants to be in. She had Claudia Jordan MC the event, the Mimosas with Melody. Also, again, she honored Drew Sidora with the Woman on the Rise Award. These are well-known, popular, and beloved housewives and former housewives of the Real Housewife of Atlanta, a huge staple in the Black reality TV space, a huge staple in the city of Atlanta, which is pretty much Black Hollywood. Films are done there in Atlanta, TV shows, you have the Tyler Perry studios. Atlanta is a huge city. Even on the corporate side, it's a huge city for Black people being successful. It is known for Blacks to move down to Atlanta from here, from the north, and become homeowners. Us Northerners, we always know you get more house for your money in the South. When I was in high school, I went to the same high school as Kenya Moore, the rapper Big Sean, Diana Ross, and the graduates, the upperclassmen, they would always go to college down south. And a lot of them have stayed, the majority of them. That's another thing us Northerners say. Once you move down south, you don't move back. And everyone just does so well. And so she is just, permeating and just putting her feet and her presence in Atlanta. And I think that is a space that Carlos really wants to tap in and be in and dig in, especially with his time on Bravo. Now, also, some people would say, his raindrops would say, Carlos could very easily interview Claudia Jordan and Drew Sidora. As a matter of fact, I'm convinced that after he sees how successful Mimosas with Melody in Atlanta was, he is going to schedule interviews with both Claudia and Drew. If I were the psychic Cleo, that's what I would say that he would do. But Melody can do more than just interview them. Melody can actually collaborate with them because she does not have any alleged or rumored scandal or anything behind her name and her reputation. She could record music with Drew Sidora. They could film like a music video together, promote it together. That would be exciting and dope. Also, her production company, Tilted Crowns, they could produce content for Fox Soul. I'm sure Claudia Jordan and the powers that be at Fox Soul would definitely be open for that. That would be amazing. And Melody has, a reputation, a positive reputation for being professional, doing things top tier, and does not have any alleged scandal or rumor attached to her. There's the rumors about everything that happened during season 9 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta between Phaedra and Candy, somehow involving Carlos, allegedly. That's just been a rumor, and I'm just repeating that rumor. But, Melody does not have any of that attached to her name. So if she wanted to collaborate with people, very popular people within Black celebrity, she can do that much more easily, in my opinion. Carlos, what I noticed, he did not even do a recap of the latest episode of Love and Marriage DC. Perhaps he did not want anyone in his live chat asking, why didn't he attend the Mimosas with Melody event? He definitely did not go live. He did not even upload a video between he and Dustin or he and one of the cast members of Love and Marriage DC regarding the latest episode. And I found that to be so interesting because it was such a break in the monotony. And also, there were also no videos from Brittany Silva or even the Tylers. So I don't know if that is symbolic of them having a huge falling out or what's going on with that. But, I think he did not upload any content or go live because he did not want to be asked about this event. So when it comes to Sundays, that's always the day before Messy Mondays. And we know that Carlos King has been collaborating with Dr. Heavenly from Married to Medicine for the past 3 months. And so I pretty much expect them to link back up tomorrow evening. And we'll have to see if either one of them bring up Mimosas with Melody. Again, if I was a psychic, I would say that they're definitely not going to bring it up themselves, but people in the live chat, they definitely will. And then we'll have to see if Dr. Heavenly and or Carlos acknowledges those comments and what they will have to say. But I would love to hear from you all. What do you all think about Melody's presence in Atlanta? Do you think that Carlos does think or get a little scared or maybe even a little jealous that like, oh my gosh, she's going to enter these spaces? We've already seen him interview Mariah Huck where she was like, I like Melody. I met her once, but I really like her. And, and Carlos was just like, yes, she's good. She's great. Like, does he think like she's going to enter this space and just like take over? Everyone will love her. Everyone will want to do business with her. I think that has definitely crossed his mind. I want to also say something too. Like sometimes, you know what? I have like dated guys and worked with guys, regardless of the race, Black, Middle Eastern, they would say to me, Ebony, you think too much. But this is what the thoughts I've been having ever since Melody's been rocking like the shorter hairstyles, especially with the blonde. It's reminiscent of season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They are currently filming season 7 of the show. And 7, spiritually, is God's number of completion. And so it just makes me think like, was she also thinking of the meaning of the number seven and it being a complete number? So she's taking it back to the beginning, to the Genesis. Will this be her last season? Or is she acknowledging the spirituality of the number seven and that's making her, visually go back to season one? But we know mentally and emotionally, she'll never be back there from season one, right? She's totally moved on. But physically, it's definitely reminiscent of her beautiful look from season one. So I just can't help but think if it is symbolic of something more meaningful, or it could just be like the men that I used to talk to and I'm saying that I think too much. Well, you all let me know what you think. Have you been having those same thoughts as well? I hope that you all have had a lovely Easter and we're going to have an awesome week. Try not to be anxious about Monday. I know that sometimes you don't want to face Monday, but like Melody said on her IG stories, because he lives, we can face tomorrow. I like that song. So, yes, we can face tomorrow. It will not be a manic Monday, it will be a magnificent Monday. Do what you have to do to prepare. If you have to meal prep, I took care of that. I am not going to do overnight oats for breakfast. I've been doing overnight oats for like 95% of the time for like nearly 5 years now. I think I'm finally over it. I remember my Aunt Corrine asked me like a year ago, she's like, "You still do that?" I used to do it faithfully, y'all, and I just cannot anymore. But do what you have to do to prepare for the workday. Don't worry about the whole week. Just take it one day at a time. All right, and I will talk with y'all soon. Oh, and please hit the like button on this video, and please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit if you have not already done so. And I almost forgot the visual from Claudia Jordan's IG page that I wanted to share with you all that has a video. So let's go here. Okay, I want to make sure. Yep, you all can see it. And here we go.
Silos. What happens is many of us we can bring on 9 out of 10 things. We disagree on one, like I can't work with it. Whereas the opposition, they can disagree on 9. They find that one thing to do, then they'll go storm the Capitol together.
Right. Yes.
So when we think about collective action, collective power, I want to talk real quickly about this concept of energy. And I know there must be a physics professor in the house. Just raise your hand if you're a physics PhD. To work in silos. What I think all of us understand that many of our communities are hurting. People are hurting. You can't afford food. You can't afford car insurance. You can't afford. We have a 13x wealth gap in our community. When we think about this idea of representation and how important it is, I'm often reminded of Dr. King. And I got a chance today when I flew into Atlanta to just ride a bike down Auburn and see Dr. King's birthhouse. Just sort of re-energized me. And Dr. King said we are all tied together in a single garment of mutual destiny. And I think all of us understand that
Okay, so I remembered to show you all those visuals. I wanted you all to hear, a couple of minutes of Hill Harper's speech and check out the red carpet or black carpet that Melody had. And so, yes, so again, we're going to have a great day. Take it one day at a time. Don't worry about the entire work week. It will not be a manic Monday, but a magnificent Monday. All right, and I will talk with you all soon. Bye.